Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Liz and welcome back to Forever Stranded. In the last episode, we were working on upgrading some of these environmental tech blocks, machines, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, just trying to get more ores. Got a decent amount of redstone now. 205 plus, still getting more redstone ore. We're going to let that run for a little bit longer before we do too much else. But today I'm hoping to actually fight the Wither. At least that's the plan. Now before we do anything else, there is one thing that I want to make, and that is the enchanter. This will allow us to get a little bit better stuff. So I made a whole bunch of dark steel. Not nearly enough for what we need, but enough for now. Now I do want to see something real quick. Can we get protection books any other way? Let's projectile protection books. No. Only way we can get it is through the enchanter, and it costs a lot of dark steel, so I don't think we're going to do that. Do we have many books? We have a good number of books, and we could get a bunch of low-level enchants and hope for the best. That is an idea. So what we can do is just do one of these. Soul Stealer. There's a lot of different things, isn't there? Let's retrieve like that many. Yeah, so I don't know if this is going to be the best way to do it, but we can definitely get stuff like sharpness and more sharpness. So there's a protection. We just need more levels. Let's go ahead and retrieve 10. So there's a protection book. Another sharpness. Another protection. Don't know that this is going to be the best way to go about things, but it is a way to go about things. Let's take the protection. And yeah, let's get one more level and see if we can't get. Cool. So we've got a couple of protection books. We're not going to be able to go flat out best, best armor set that we can, but hopefully it's good enough. So we have 57 experience drops, which is enough for a lot of levels. So we'll see what we can do. We can, let's see, we can get rid of the Soul Stealer. Do we have any other? We had another sharpness, yeah. So, and then efficiency can go away. Okay, so what we can do is we can start enchanting sharpness together. And there's a sharpness 3 book. Let's just get a bunch of levels. So there's a sharpness 3 book. So protection. We can do a protection 2. We can do a lot of enchants like that. So that's something to keep in mind. And then what we can do from there is take off our armor. And let's put protection on the helm. The boots. And the legs. And we'll put protection 2 on the chest plate. After we get some more levels, of course. And then we can put sharpness 3 on our sword. And then if we want to upgrade these any more later, then all we have to do is get the appropriate books. So that is at least something we can do. Let's get more levels and then just deposit them. So with that taken care of, the enchanter will help with other things as we want it. We'll put it right there. Right there, excuse me. So things like feather falling would be pretty simple to get. I believe it's 4 and then just a bunch of levels, would give us feather falling 4, which is perfect. That's something that'd be really nice to have. Now, something, by the way, I did between episodes is I went ahead and cleaned up this room a little bit. I moved over the controller so he is actually centered on this room. This room is not centered with the door, just FYI. Not the best of things, but I'm not going to change it now. Move this guy over, and yeah, this guy is centered with the room, and just kind of added more stuff to it. That's about all I did. So that and cleaning up more, getting more redstone, that kind of stuff. But then I was looking at crossbows. So we're going to make a crossbow from Tinker's Construct, and I was trying to figure out what's the best way to make it. And yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. But we're going to need some aluminum brass. We're going to need some electrum. How much electrum is that? It is 3. So we need 3 electrum. We're going to need some cobalt. 3 of that as well. So there's 1, 2, 3. We're also going to need a... let's see. I need to look at the book for a second, because we're going to need some manulin, but I'm not entirely sure how much. I think it's just an ingot. So we need... I don't know if we have... Okay, we do have a little bit of manulin, so we'll need an ingot of manulin. We're going to need some bronze. Let's see, 3 of that as well. And anything else? No, that should be about it. So we just need to have the patterns. Let's see what all casts we have, and we'll go from there. So tough binding is first, I guess. We have tough tool rod, which goes with the bronze. And then this is fine. So we only need to make 1 cast, which is nice. So we'll need to go get a crossbow limb, or I guess it's just called a limb because it's also used for bows. And that's just a matter of going to the stencil table, making the bow limb pattern, putting it in there, and making a part. So obviously we don't want to use stone. Stone's kind of terrible for this type of stuff, but we can make a cast as soon as we're done with the cobalt. So cobalt goes out first, and let's go ahead and start cooking down the electrum. And that will cool very slowly, but we're going to need more patterns. So wood... We're going to need wood and sticks. So with that, let's just make 8. That should be a good number. We're going to need a couple other things. We're going to need the bowstring, fletching, arrow shaft, and that's it. So we just put all those in there. Now we're going to need some string. We're going to want some feathers. And we're also going to want, I don't know how many feathers we're going to need, but we're also going to want some bones. So this is the recipe that I've kind of come up with. I don't know how good it is. Don't like quote me on the strength of this combination of stuff. String doesn't really matter much as far as I'm aware in this mod pack, so we'll just make a normal string bowstring. The arrow shaft we're going to make out of bone. So looking at all the different arrow shafts, the biggest difference in all of them is the modifier, which is how many arrows you get, and the bonus ammo. The more important stat is the modifier. So bone gives you splitting, which gives you a chance for 2 projectiles. Now, the only other one that sounded good to me was ice. Ice arrows give a freezing effect. However, the problem with that is I don't know that it will work on the wither. So if we look at bow, let's see, the arrow shafts. So we have wood is kind of your basic one. It doesn't really do much. Modifier is standard. Everything else reduces the modifier except for reeds, but reeds give you breakable. So it's a 50% chance that they'll break. We don't want that. End rod gives you instant travel projectiles. I don't necessarily want that. Blaze rods gives you they move slower, but they kind of just go forever. But ice gives you freezing, so the more you hit the target, the more it slows. I don't know that that'll work on the wither, so we're gonna go with splitting. And ecological, again, replenishes. Treated wood is better than normal wood, but we're still not gonna use wood. And then the fletching, we're going to use just feathers. Everything else gives you reduced accuracy, but for more arrows. So that's what we're going to go with. Let's go ahead and grab the fletching as well. Perfect. Okay, so let's throw remainder of items in there, and let's start getting the rest of the stuff. So tough binding for the we want it for the durability and the lightweight modifier. And then this one will give us, I don't know if it's just the modifier that's going to, the extra modifier that's going to account for things, so durability, or if it's the handle for using the tough tool rod, but that's what we're going to go with. And then the cobalt limb is by far the best thing out of all of them that I could find anyways. So what you want with a bow limb is the stats are draw speed, range, and damage. Now we want the range to be a multiplier that is not a fraction, so no decimals. We want a very low draw speed and more damage. Electrum seem to be the best for that entire combination of stuff. So now we need to cook up some bronze, and that is for the tough tool rod. And then the only other thing, we need to tip the arrow shaft with some sort of metal. And so we're going to use manulin because high durability and high damage. And everything else should be fine. We'll see how good this is. I honestly don't know. And hopefully it's halfway decent. Hopefully it will help us kill the wither. And we can move on with our lives. So once we kill the wither once, we might at some point, because I have a feeling we're going to need to kill the wither a lot. If we look at our quests, for collector there is a nether star thing. We're probably going to need to kill a lot of withers, and so probably want to figure out a way to automate that. Now do we have the mob? No, because we do not have let's see, mob. We have spikes. Okay, so we can use mob prisms on... Okay, there was weird stuff about this, but we can use a mob factory to kill withers, can't we? I do believe we can. So let's get the crossbow. Oh, we need another ingot. It's 2 ingots, not 1. Today I learned. Which is fine. We do have enough manulin. But I believe I want to look for that book again on the mob factories. Because mob factories are something I never really used. And I want to see... let's see, how to craft, all that kind of stuff. All the tiers. Tier 3. Tier 4 is for the wither boss. Okay. So we're gonna need another mob prism. Let's get another one of these guys. What are we missing? We're missing this. That's easy enough. And then we're missing red and orange dye. So red, they're called poppies now. So let's get 2 red dye. And then we should be able to get an orange dye, like so. Perfect. So we have the mob prism. Let's hope that we can smack the wither with it and get what we need. And we're out of lava, of course. So we're producing lava downstairs. Let's go get some. But yeah, I'm kind of worried about killing the wither. Not like for its well-being, but for mine. I really don't want to die, but I have a feeling we probably will. Unless we're super careful and super prepared. Mainly, it's how good is our stuff, and that's kind of the fear. So obviously, we're not going to fight them here. We're going to go out one direction and fight the wither somewhere decently far away, and just kind of hope for the best. So what is so bad about the white factory blocks? They require nether shards. Well, how many does it require? Does it say in the book? Let's find out. So we'll have to use we might use our first nether star to get those. So tier 4 requires 82 structure blocks that are white. Oh, wow. That is 11 nether shards. So we'll need 2 nether stars. Okay. Well, we'll probably kill, we'll see how bad it is to kill 1, and we'll try to kill like 3. Now, here's the other thing we can do. Okay, so we don't need any of this stuff now. All of that hard typing and figuring out, all gone. So here's the other thing we can do is witherproof stuff. So reinforced obsidian, which is pretty expensive, and then Lonsdaleite, which is also pretty expensive. Reinforced obsidian from Tiny Progressions is kind of nasty, actually nastier. And reinforced glass is actually really easy. So we could make a glass case for the wither. That's an idea. How much? Let's see. Let's get like 400 glass. That'll take a little bit of time, but should not be too bad. And then obsidian, we have 31. It's 4 each. No, it's 5 to 4. So it's about a 1-to-1 ratio. So let's just turn this on for a little bit. And we'll see how much we can get. And if that has to like process, that's fine. But that should already be giving us a lot of obsidian. How are we doing on soul sand? We could probably use some more soul sand. Let's tell the system to make like, I don't know, a couple hundred. Let's do like 300 of that. Okay, so we should be able to get a good bit of stuff. Do we seriously? We have some enchanted stuff that does have protection 3. Is there a disenchanter in this pack? Lens of disenchanting. To either a book or an enchanted book by throwing the 2 items in front of the, So that is something we can actually make. It does require empowered diamantine, which is not terrible to do, but also very well within our grasp. Do we want to do that? We could. We really could. I don't know. I think we'll wait on that. But we can always use armor that we get from other things and disenchant it to get more enchants. But all in all, like, there is the concerns for different things. Let's see. We are gonna want to go ahead and make our crossbow. That would be good to do. So, cobalt crossbow, electrum crossbow. So we're gonna have dense and lightweight. Now this also has 3 modifiers. We can add modifiers to it, and then the bolts. Decent attack, not the best of ammo. So what we'll want to do, let's get an emerald and then quartz. And then we're gonna want, see, I know it's not as good, but I think we can use that kind of quartz. And then we're gonna want some redstone. And let's go ahead and just start grinding up more redstone. Alright, so first things first, let's go ahead and see if we can put emerald in there. Adds a little bit of durability, but I believe a diamond will also. Emerald gives a percentage, I believe. Diamond gives a base. So, yeah, that is much better. So diamond gives it increased durability. With an emerald, we get even more. Yeah, durability is based on base stats. So let's do a diamond, and then do crystals not work anymore? They probably don't. Nope, they don't. Okay. So let's get full sharpness, as much damage as we possibly can, and then this guy will get as much speed as we can. So draw speed as low as possible. And that puts us to what? 1.5. That's pretty good. And if we just have more nether quartz, which we do actually, we have it on us. I like how they changed things with this to make it a little bit better. This is now up to 14 damage, so that's not too bad either. Let's get rid of our bow. We get rid of this stuff. And I guess let's test this out. So do we have to hold it down now? I don't actually know. Anyways, we have a pretty decent bow now. And honestly, do we dare? Worst case scenario, we come back here. So one last thing that we're gonna want is we're gonna want apples. We're gonna want diamond apple. Can we just get a notch apple? Please tell me I have apples. One of these days I need to set this up to be automated. Okay, I do have some apples. Alright, well, I guess let's go ahead and sleep. Get rid of the night. And do we do it? I guess we have like no choice. Let's go ahead and make a notch apple. Put that away. And we're going to put everything in here that we do not need. And I mean everything. I guess torches too. So now soul sand. We need 4 of those. Wait, is it 4? Yes, okay. And wither skulls. We only have 2. Okay, we can't do this yet anyways. That's Enderman. We need to switch that to the wither skeletons. So yeah, we need our pick. I forgot we still need 1 more skull. Okay, so I can kind of rethink my my life at this point. So wither skeleton forms it back. It's running, and here soon we'll get what we want. So we really need to do something about this whole situation. Let's see, reinforced glass. We need a bunch of dirty glass. There's 24. 24 wither-proof glass. We really should just set it up and kill them in a tiny little container. It's so rude, but we really should just do that. I don't want to fight the wither. Oh man, I don't know why I'm so scared of the wither. The crossbow is going to be good regardless, just because of dealing with like whatever. So for right now, how bad is it to break this stuff? It's not terrible. Okay, we're going to come out here. We're going to get north a little ways. And honestly, this should be good. So if we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let's see, let's grab some, let's go back, grab some cobblestone. And then what we can do is we can make a little bit of a container. I'm going to be a chicken and fight the wither where he can't really do anything. And hopefully this doesn't backfire or anything like that. So let's grab some cobblestone. Put that away. The biggest thing is I'm worried about losing my angel ring. And that is a pain to get back if we do lose it. So yeah, that's my hesitance more than anything else. So something like this. The cobblestone is just there for show. Something like this. And then the skulls go there. I need to do something like that. And 1, 2, 4. I don't know that I can get away doing this, but I certainly can try. And I guess we'll do this. Alright, so we're gonna need like 1, 2, not much more. Okay. So, like, one more recipe's worth of this stuff, and we should be good to capture the wither. And if not, I'm going to fly on the other side of it, away from the base, and we'll kill it if it gets out. So, yeah, that's the hope, anyways. So with that, we have a good bit of stuff. Let's go ahead and come down here, and we're gonna turn this off for now. Oh, I already did. Let's just do that. Okay. I am a little bit kind of discombobulated. Do we not have any wither skulls yet? Come on. Now I know that there are upgrades and stuff that you can do with this. I don't quite know how they work. But I know you can do different things with it. So that, you know, makes your life easier. But let's fly back over here and see if we have enough glass to finish what we want to do. I don't think we do, because we need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we need 2 more. Okay, so, and honestly, we're going to use the 4. We're going to do something a little bit weird with the last 4, but it should be enough to kind of make my life a little bit easier. Do we... Is there a way to get these? Recipe. Just that. So, you are getting plenty of power. Factories running. No upgrades installed. Upgrades. Tier 1 upgrades. So, there's rate upgrades, looting. What's mass? Oh, spawning more. Decapitation. So I need a sharpness and that. I could probably handle that. But then where do the upgrades go? That I don't actually know. I'm sure the book tells us. Because that might be something we want to do. So, how to craft, building a factory, capturing mobs. And so you need to craft a mob prism and prod it with the prism. Yeah. So how much power? Spawn requirements, upgrade totems. There are 3 tiers of upgrades. And the form of a totem with tier 1 upgrade on the bottom, tier 2 in the middle, and tier 3. Okay. Efficiency, all that kind of stuff. But it doesn't really tell us anything. So... Oh, it does not work with skeletons. Good to know. Alright, well... Do I leave suspense? No, I really want to get that wither skeleton. So... Why is it taking so long to get another skull? Let's go ahead and get... So we don't really necessarily want the upgrades. The looting would probably still help. But that's about it. So let's get 4 more. And let's fly out here. And hope for the best. So... yeah, I said I want to do something weird. So what I want to do is I actually want to remove this guy. And I want to place 1, 2, 3, 4. And is that going to work how I want it to? No. Okay, never mind. We're not going to do that. Let's break these guys again. And you know what? For the fun of it, let's smack that and that down. Oh, it's getting close. So, let's get over here. And hopefully we have the last Wither Skeleton skull. Otherwise, I don't know what we'll do. We might have to call the episode until I get one. To be perfectly honest. So let's just put this in here. Okay, we have one. Perfect. Great. Awesome. That means I get to kill the Wither. So let's sleep. And let's hope that our little cage works properly. Now we do have to hit the mob. We do have to hit the Wither with this guy, and then we shoot him with their crossbow a couple of times, and smack him with the ender for a while. Oh man, this is gonna be so bad. All right, well here goes nothing. Let's just get really far back. I did say I wanted to come back this way, so he fights us this direction. Okay, so far so good. Gotta hit him. Why can't I hit him there? Alright, cool, we have the Wither. Stay right there. I'll be right back. So he's trapped pretty well. But I forgot that we don't have our bolts with us. Oh man. So let's go get our bolts. Those are kind of important. That was a little bit of a mistake. Good thing he got stuck in there. Now, obviously, we could just kill him with our sword. But I kind of want to try using this crossbow. I mean, we made it and everything. So might as well. And he should still be there. He certainly is. So let's get back on this side. And this cage seems to work pretty well. Alright, so that is not too bad. Now we just have to come in and smack him. And there we go. We defeated the Wither. So he could not almost escape that. So I need to put 2 more Wither glass. There and there. But otherwise, that actually works. So we have a Nether Star. I don't think that was a quest. Unfortunately, I think the quest is actually to make the Dragon's Breath. But oh well, we'll get there. And that wasn't too bad. We, more importantly than anything, we have the mob prism for the Wither boss, so we can build a big mob factory to get the Wither. I'll have to teach the system how to make all that stuff, and I probably will do that between episodes. But hey, there we go. So, with that taken care of, I do believe I am going to call the episode here. Next time, we'll continue doing what we've been doing, just kind of working on whatever we can find. And I might try to go adventuring a little bit and grab a bunch of different stuff. Then again, I might not. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out later. But let's put that stuff away. And yeah. So we killed the Wither. That was not too bad, considering he was trapped and, well, trapped. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!